Welcome to Life Skills. In this episode, we're going to look at how to use doubt to our advantage. Now, this one can be tough because doubt has a sneaky way of whispering in your ear when you don't want to listen. It says things like, "You can't do it. You're not ready. You'll fail. It's too late. You'll make a fool of yourself." These are all true lies. And even though you know they're lies, it can be hard to shake them off. Now, doubt is a universal language. No matter who you are or what you're trying to do, sooner or later, doubt will try to bring you down. You see, doubt is like that friend who always thinks you're about to trip. He runs alongside you shouting, "Watch out, you're gonna fall," until you actually do fall. Then he says, "I told you so." Doubt is the ultimate negative Nancy, always predicting doom and gloom. But here's the thing, doubt isn't your enemy, it's your signal. Every time you feel doubt, you're standing at the edge of growth. Like a surfer waits for the biggest wave to catch, you need to learn to wait for that wave of doubt to push you to the next level. So how do you do it? How do you take that negative energy and flip it into something positive? Well, I have some tips that might help. Welcome to Section 1, the nature of doubt. Let's start by recognizing that doubt is normal. In fact, it's a sign that you're aiming higher than your comfort zone. Think about it. When you're doing something you've done 1,000 times before, do you ever doubt? Of course not. Why would you doubt something you're good at? Doubt only shows up when you're stepping into new territory. That's why it feels uncomfortable. Let me tell you a story. There once was a fish who didn't believe the other fish when they told him there was a whole world beyond the river. The fish had lived his whole life in that river and never felt the need to explore. One day, a wise old turtle told the fish, "Hey, there's a bigger world out there. You should see it." The fish thought for a moment. "Well, how do I know you're telling the truth?" he asked. "Because I've seen it myself," said the turtle. "But how do I know you've been outside the river?" the fish asked. The turtle looked at the fish for a moment. "How do you know you haven't been outside the river?" the turtle replied. The fish had never thought about it before. He looked around at the familiar walls of the river and suddenly realized he didn't know if he'd ever been anywhere else. The fish decided to take a chance. He swam to the mouth of the river and took a deep breath. As he ventured out into the unknown, he felt a surge of fear. It was a feeling he'd never experienced before. He turned back to the river, wanting to hide from that scary feeling. But then he remembered the wise turtle's words. "The world is bigger than you think." With newfound determination, he pushed through the fear and swam further into the lake. To the fish's surprise, the world was indeed bigger and more beautiful than he could have ever imagined. He realized that the fear he felt wasn't a warning, but a signal that he was growing and expanding his understanding of the world. And that's what doubt does for us. It signals that we're growing, but it can be easy to misinterpret that signal. We often try to fight the doubt or escape from it instead of leaning into it. Remember, doubt doesn't mean no, it means not yet. Welcome to Section 2, How to Transform Doubt. When doubt comes knocking, it's tempting to ignore it or push it away, but that doesn't make it go away. Instead, you can recognize it, reframe it, and turn it into fuel for your determination. No, 1, recognize it. Don't try to pretend doubt isn't there. Admit it. Say it out loud. "I have doubts, but I won't let them win." This simple act of acknowledging doubt takes away its power. Once you recognize doubt, it becomes less scary and more manageable. By acknowledging your doubts, you send a message to yourself that you're in control. You show doubt that it's not going to defeat you. Number 2, reframe it. Doubt often whispers lies that try to convince you to give up. It's up to you to turn those lies into truths. For example, doubt might say, "You're not good enough. You'll never succeed. You'll make a fool of yourself." Instead, reframe those thoughts. "These challenges only make me hungrier for success. I'm not afraid to fail because each failure brings me closer to my goals. The only way I'll make a fool of myself is by giving up on my dreams." Number 3, fuel determination. Now that you've recognized and reframed your doubt, it's time to let it fuel your determination. Use that doubt as a fire that burns away your fears and self-doubt. Let it drive you to prove yourself wrong. Embrace the doubt and say, "You're right. I am scared. But I'll do it anyway because that fear is proof that I'm alive and growing." No. 4, take action. The fastest way to silence doubt is to move forward. When you take action, doubt loses its grip. Don't just sit there. Do something. Even small steps forward can build momentum that carries you further than you ever thought possible. Remember, doubt thrives in inactivity, but withers away in the face of action. Welcome to Section 3, Stories of Turning Doubt into Power. Let's take a quick break from the how to look at some real-life examples of people who turned doubt into determination and achieved greatness. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. He was told he wasn't good enough. Doubt whispered in his ear, but Jordan used that doubt to fuel his determination. He worked harder, trained relentlessly, and eventually led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships. Oprah Winfrey faced her fair share of doubt. She was sexually assaulted at a young age, then got pregnant at 14 and dropped out of college. Despite the obstacles, Oprah used her determination to build a media empire. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. Albert Einstein was called slow and dim-witted because he didn't talk until he was 4 and read until he was 7. People doubted his intelligence, but Einstein used that doubt as fuel. He redefined our understanding of science and won a Nobel Prize for his work on relativity. Each of these individuals faced doubt, but they didn't let it hold them back. They took their doubt, used it as fuel, and accomplished amazing things. Welcome to Section 4, the determination mindset. If you want to harness the power of determination, you need to adopt a certain mindset. Here are some key points to remember. Determination doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It thrives in uncertainty. The great philosopher Epicurus said it best. We cannot control the winds, but we can adjust our sails. Determination allows you to navigate through the storms of doubt and uncertainty. Determination says, even if I fall, I will rise again. When faced with doubt, determination doesn't give up. It learns from the fall and prepares for a comeback. It's the inner voice that says, I'm not giving up no matter what. With a determination mindset, doubt loses its power over you. You turn doubt into fuel and determination into your compass. Welcome to the climax. Doubt will always be there waiting for you to trip. But here's the thing. It's not there to stop you. It's there to challenge you. When doubt says, you can't, determination answers, watch me. Doubt is a test, and with a determination mindset, you'll pass every test with flying colors. So the next time doubt comes knocking, smile, because it means you're about to grow. It means you're about to win. That's all for now, Guyon. Until next time, remember, doubt is not your enemy. It's your signal. And when you turn that doubt into determination, you become unstoppable.